Welcome back to World Crisis Radio. This is Webster Tarpley reporting from Washington, D.C. I think we may have some new listeners today who have read about my views in the London Guardian. The London Guardian, one of their online blogs, written by a guy whose main expertise seems to be that he's a supporter of Assange and WikiLeaks. That awful article, What the Friends of Glenn Beck are saying about Egypt and Al Jazeera being the main organ of destabilization. Well, as I pointed out before, I am not a friend of Glenn Beck or O'Reilly or Rupert Murdoch or any of these other reactionaries, but if you've come into the broadcast for the first time based on that, welcome. And one of the things we try to do is to keep people up to date on the question of Obama's constitutional viability. We do have these, rule of law, as they say, and that means that you want to be president of the United States, you got to be a natural-born citizen, and there were and are reasons for this, and even beyond the reasons that there were and are, if you don't have this capability, you're going to be blackmailed, and that's what's going on with Obama. Clearly, that he doesn't have the constitutional prerequisites, and therefore he's being blackmailed by Wall Street, by the CIA, by foreign governments. Everybody and his brother, I'm sure by now, is blackmailing Obama. So this is an intolerable situation, and therefore we try to have on the lawyer who first went to the Supreme Court in August of 2008, well in advance of the Democratic convention, and that is Phil Berg of Philadelphia. So, Phil, if you're here, I may have to get off the line for a while. If so, you just keep going until the end of the segment, okay?
Very good. I'm here, and
okay.
Glad to be on you, and all the new listeners. Keep listening, because Webster's Tarpley. Webster is the man that has the information that you all need all the time. He's on top of the events around the world and here in the United States. What's significant is I am Phil Berg, former Deputy Attorney General of Pennsylvania, and I brought my first action against Obama on August 21st, 2008, before the Democratic National Convention, stating that Obama is not natural born and he has no business being president of the United States. And I agree with Webster. He's probably being blackmailed now, and because what he's doing now is not what he ran on. I think it's outrageous what's going on. You know, here Obama's trying to dictate certain things, what should happen in Egypt, and he can't even be honest enough to the citizens of the United States of America of where he's born. He refuses to show all documentation, any and all documentation regarding his the fact that he's supposedly natural born. And the reason he hasn't done it is because he can't, because he was born in Mombasa, Kenya, which is Kenya, Africa, and that's where he was born, and that's where he does not belong as president of the United States, and he will be outed one of these days, we hope sooner than later. There's several things now. We're about to file a new lawsuit against Obama based on the same theory we did before under the False Claims Act. I believe Obama is not only not natural born, he's not naturalized, but he's an illegal alien. Therefore, when the law passed last year in Arizona about illegal aliens, that's why he was so fast to have the Justice Department jump on it, because he's been in Arizona and he could have been arrested. Now, the other thing we're doing is we're starting to put pressure on Representative Darrell Issa, from the California, member of the House of Representatives, to hold hearings on the. He has the ability to hold hearings on Obama for government oversight. Unfortunately, I think the members of the Republicans are going to kowtow to Obama, and unless there's pressure, it's not on Darrell Issa's initial list at this point, which it should be, because he could hold a hearing. I think if there was one hearing where he subpoenaed Obama and Obama's records, Obama would be out of office. So it's outrageous that Darrell Issa is not doing that. We're going to be putting pressure on him, as other people are at the present time. Also, a number of states, Arizona and Texas, and another 10 other states, and we'll have a whole list for you shortly, By the way, all this information you can find on my website, which is obamacrimes.com, OBAMACRIMES, obamacrimes.com. We have all the information, all our press releases, all our court cases, and it's interesting reading. And I feel so secure on this, so confident on this. If I had $1 million, I'd bet anybody on it that Obama is not natural born. He has no business being president of the United States. And it really is outrageous that our national media never did anything to vet him. And when I say that, that's significant because what happened with Sarah Palin during the last 6 weeks of her campaign when she was running for vice president, what happened? They went to, the reporters went to Alaska, went under every stone, behind every door, opened every drawer, and asked her all kinds of questions. Obama was never vetted. They've never asked Obama anything because the national media even knows that he is not natural born. A good comparison for all of you is the fact of former governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He, for the last 10, 15 years, people have approached him about running for president, and what's he say? He constantly says, amend the Constitution, amend the Constitution. So this is outrageous what Obama is doing. The other thing I want to mention, the states, Arizona and Texas and other states, are going to be considering passing, and I think Arizona is just about there, and so is Texas, legislation that as of the Democratic primaries, as of the primaries for the 2012 presidential election, no one can be on the ballot in their state unless they can show that they're constitutionally eligible to be president. And if enough states do that, enough blue states, enough states that put Obama in as president, then Obama will not be able to get on the ballot. Obama could not be nominated. Now, we know there's going to be fights from the blue states, but think about it. It's very significant. No state should not pass this legislation. We're just asking them to conform to the U.S. Constitution. Why is this important? Well, I'm a lifelong Democrat. People keep saying, well, it's a right-wing conspiracy. There's nothing, forget political lines. There's nothing more important than the U.S. Constitution, which we've had here for over 234 years in this country, and other countries have tried to copy it, duplicate it. They haven't. We've succeeded on this basis, and Obama is out to try to destroy this country, and it is outrageous. Please, when the show is over, go to the internet and go to obamacrimes.com, OBAMACRIMES, obamacrimes.com.com. Read it, forward it to everyone on your mailing list. Also, if you can make a contribution, we're now into over 2.5 years on this effort. It's costly, and we need everyone's support on this because everything Obama has accomplished, in my opinion, and the opinion of many others, is voidable because he has no business being president. I don't even think we can impeach him because he has no right to be there as president. So we have not stopped our efforts. We're going to continue our efforts, and we're going to do everything in our power to find out the truth. And the truth is necessary for the 308 million people in this country, the millions of other people around the world who look to and depend on the United States of America. And we're also looking at the people around the world that the 1.6 million men and women who died defending our Constitution in the wars for the United States, and also another 1.6 million who have been injured or wounded. That's over 3.2 million people that served in our that died or were wounded, plus the millions of others who continue, who have served in the past and continue to serve our great nation. And we're also doing this for our forefathers because they wrote fabulous documents and only not to be destroyed at this time by Obama. And it really is outrageous. So we're going to continue our efforts, continue our fight. We need your help. We need your support. And stay with us, and we'll be back on next week with Webster again. And really, tell your friends to listen to Webster on a regular basis. He's the man.